Good day, class. Welcome to today's training. And today, in the next 10 minutes, I'll be talking about data cleaning in data entry. We just look at what is data cleaning, why is data cleaning necessary, and what are the things we can do to ensure that our data is clean. As you can see on my screen, you can see, as you can see on my screen, we have what is data cleaning, the qualities of good data, and the importance of data cleaning. So we just get right into the class. What is data cleaning? Data cleaning is the process of identifying and correcting errors. What does that mean? I have a data set that is dirty, which means I have duplicate values in there. I have wrong formatting in there. I have um, things that have been typed wrongly into the data set, and it needs cleaning. So that's just what data cleaning is. Data cleaning is the process of identifying and correcting errors, inconsistencies, inaccuracies in a data set to improve its quality and reliability. That brings us to ask, what are the qualities of good data? Number one, a good data must be accurate. What does that mean? A good data must be free of error, must be free of mistakes, and it must be exact. It must be accurate for the analysis we want to use it for. Another quality of good data is it must be complete, which means it must be comprehensive enough for the analysis at hand. A good data must be consistent, which means it must have the right format in every cell, the right format in every cell. And a good data must be unique. This means a good data must not contain duplicate values. The good data must not contain duplicate values. It must be unique. And the last one, which says timeliness, means a good data must be up to date and relevant. What does that mean? A good data must be what you need for that particular analysis, not a data that is not even does not have anything to do with that particular analysis. That particular data for that analysis must be up to date and relevant to the analysis at hand. So that brings us to, why do we clean data? Number one reason why we clean data, because it ensures that the data is accurate and reliable for making informed decisions. That's one of the importance of data cleaning. It ensures that the data is accurate and reliable to make informed decisions. Another one is, a clean data enables the organization to make better decisions, which means it provides a clear understanding of what is happening in the company, the situation at, and maybe with a particular product they are trying to see how they can improve the quality. So a good data cleaning will help them see things clearly and understand the situation. And a good data also increase efficiency. What does that mean? It helps to reduce error and inconsistency in that data, which at the end of the day increase efficiency. So that brings us to doing hands-on on Excel to see, doing an hands-on on Excel to see how we can get to clean our data. So showing on my screen is an Excel file, and I've shared with you the class, so you can follow along and see one or two things you can learn about data cleaning. So the first thing I want you to note in this data set is data is not appearing the way they are supposed to be. Once you load the data into Excel, they are bound to come out in a funny way. So the first thing I do to any data set I load into Excel is to auto-fit. What auto-fitting means is it makes you see things clearly. Auto-fitting makes you see things clearly. All the information will fit perfectly into their right cell, their right column, and their right row. So how do we auto fit in Excel? Just place your mouse at the edge of this sheet to highlight the entire work, to highlight the entire sheet. So once you've done that, place your mouse on the column label. Column label can be between A, B, or C, or D. Just place your mouse between the column label, and once the mouse has changed to this dark cross, just double click. Take the mouse again to the row label. Once it's changed to this dark cross, just double click. Can you see we have our data appearing nice and well? So another thing we can do here to make this data ready for analysis is to put them in their right format. Put them in their right format. So what I do is I check the cell one by one to see that they are rightly formatted. What do I mean? If you have numbers in a particular cell, what you have here in this number group should show the format that they're supposed to be. So this one is correct. If you look at my column, my quantity column E is telling me that this particular cell is formatted as a text, which is wrong, and that is why it is aligned to the left. A thing of note here, text in Excel, text I mean letters, are aligned to the left in Excel, while numbers are aligned to the right. So this particular cell is just telling you now that this is a wrong format. This 10, 15 and all that are supposed to be aligned to the right of the cell. So how do we correct that? You just go to your home tab. This is your home tab up here, and come to the number group. This number group, just click this drop down. Sorry, one thing you're supposed to do is to highlight the entire cell. Just go to your home tab, come to this drop down here and click number. Once you click number, can you see it has been rightly formatted and everything is aligned to the right? So I can just reduce the decimal just to give us a whole number. Can you see everything is aligned to the right? So a thing of note, you can write it somewhere. Letters in Excel are aligned to the left, while numbers in Excel are aligned to the right. Another thing I want us to do here is to trim. What does trim? What does trimming mean? Trimming means removing the extra spaces in your data. If you look at this column D, my product column, you see that in between my magic wand, there is a space. In front of this unicorn, there is a space. Just look down in front of glasses vision, there's a space. So how do we do that? You trim this particular cell to remove all those extra spaces. So what I will do here is to use the function called trim. And before you use any function in Excel, you are supposed to first of all put your equals to sign. Just click the cell, put your equals to sign, and start typing the function you want to use. Can you see Excel has brought it up? And I will just double click my trim. So Excel is telling me to pick the text I want to trim. So I'll pick magic wand, I'll close the bracket, and I'll hit enter. Can you see what I'll just do now is just double click this edge of the cell. Once I double click, can you see it has trimmed that particular cell, and you don't have any extra spaces anywhere again. So that's what trim does. I hope you're following. So another thing we can do here is to make this particular Excel file look presentable, so people know where the header is and all that. So what then I can do is to copy. I want to copy this trimmed column into where it's supposed to be in the product column. So what do? I copy this particular column. How do I do that? Control Shift with my down arrow key on your keyboard, and I will copy, and I'll come to this place and I will right click. Once I right click, I will paste special. What does this mean? I don't want to paste the formula here that has the trim. So I'll just place the value alone. If you see my paste special is telling me place value, place formula. I don't want to place formula. I want to place the value. So once you hit okay, you click that value, it will copy this particular cell here. Can you see that it's corrected? And I can delete this one off. We don't need it again since we have trimmed that particular cell. So what else can I do? I just want to make this data look presentable. Another thing I can do is, this is my header. This header is telling us that this is the ID column, this is the name column and all that. So what do? I can color this header just to make it unique, just to make it unique. I can, apply and put some color just to show that is my header. I can increase the font size. Can you see? And I can bolden it. Can you see? So we've done all that, and I can just auto fit we've talked about that. Can you see it's all coming out nice, and this data is ready for analysis? And I hope you've been able to get one or two things in this our short period of this data cleaning class. And if you have any question, you can post it in the group and I'll be glad to provide answers to them. But you can go back to the video, and watch over and over again until you have understanding what data cleaning is all about in data entry. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.